Hello boys and girls, how are you all doing? Welcome to live post-game reaction by DrivingMaul to the All Blacks versus the Springboks in round 4 of the Rugby Championship. So the end result, 41 points to 13 to New Zealand, and it really blew out in the second half. In the first half, the Springboks seemed to be able to contain the All Blacks and did a good job defensively. When they got into the opposition 22, they did cause some problems, managing to get the first try, but the All Blacks came straight back. And I think the errors really did not help the Springboks in this game. Dropping that restart allowed the All Blacks to score their first try, and they scored another one soon afterwards. Again, I think it was from turnover. So the it's not the at all in this game, and allowed the All Blacks to come back into it. Obviously, pressure tells in a lot of that. But one of the things that I was looking at the match stats over here, surprised me was how few tackles were made in this game. The Springboks only had to make 62 tackles, and the All Blacks made 80. It's not okay. You can see quite often that teams have to make 100 tackles in a game. So those are not high numbers. And that just shows you the amount of offloads, the amount of trying to avoid the ruck that the All Blacks especially do, but also some of the Springboks as well. And there was a bit of kicking in this game, but not a lot of those were contestable kicks. It wasn't as much of a kick fest as you would when we think. Actually, just checking the numbers here. 29 kicks, but from both teams from hand, which is a fair number, but it's not. It's on the high side, but it's not stupidly high. So yes, it really blew out in the second half, where the All Blacks kept up the intensity, and the opposition just couldn't stick with it. Same old, really. And it just shows in some of the stats. Whilst possession and territory were about even, in the end, the New Zealand ran with ball in hand for 515 metres to 237 for the Springboks. And you think, okay, well, is that a lot more carries? No, it's not. 95 carries to 73. So it's a few more, but it's nowhere near double. And we're talking more than double in effectiveness. So yeah, it's those running lines, it's those quick hands from the All Blacks that really show. And there was that try in the second half where the ball came out of the ruck, close to the Springbok line, and we saw three or four tight forwards pass the ball long distances. So we went from one touchline to the other touchline, and then we had Whitelock flopping over in the corner, or bashing his way over in the corner. And I don't think there was a back in that move. It was just forwards throwing extremely long passes out there, which I don't think any other team in the world will see do it forwards who have that skill set. It was very impressive. So I think this one pretty much went. I predicted this would be a 30-point win to the All Blacks. It ended up being a 28-point win, so pretty close. So it was there and thereabouts as to what I think we were expecting, really. I was actually just impressed by how the Springboks kept with the All Blacks during the first half. It was only a 5-point game at half time, so they weren't that far away. Just going to have a quick look on YouTube, see if there's any comments or questions from you, and for me to answer, and then I will. Otherwise, I think that's it, and we'll wrap it up. Actually, I can't immediately find it. Let's have a quick look. Can I find it? Any comments on the sorry, I'm some technical issues here. So just having a quick look in the nope, doesn't look like there are any comments. If you want to have any questions, last chance, quick type in the chat on YouTube, and otherwise I will wrap it up. Okay, gonna wrap it up. So guys, obviously we got Wallabies up against Pumas next. The much more intriguing of the two games this evening. I will be doing my quick 30-second video on Twitter pre-game. I'll probably try and do another Periscope at half-time, and then I'll be back here on YouTube to do a post-game reaction. If you fancy joining me, let me know, drop me a line, and I can send you a link. So the quick comment there, how do I think the ref was? I think the ref was actually quite whistle-happy today. There were lots of things that he was picking up on that I don't think we see necessarily blown that often. So obviously there was so yes, I think he was a bit whistle-happy. But the players just have to adapt to that and realize, yeah, they need to be as clean as. I think he was relatively fair both ways. We did see, I don't think he was particularly harsh on either side. So yes, he was picky, but I don't think I don't remember anything glaringly that he got wrong. Maybe in some of the post-match analysis I see from TV stations, I might be wrong, but yeah, he was whistle happy, but not, but fair, and there's a reason for for each of those things he blew. A lot of other people would have let them go, I think, or some of those go. But yeah, that's what I thought of the ref. So thanks, guys, and enjoy the rest of the rugby.